So, after all that, a happy ending.
There are only 6 episodes left of Better Call Saul.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. Huge warning spoilers for Breaking Bad, El Camino, and Better Call Saul up to Season 6, Episode 7. In this video, I'll be breaking down and discussing the teaser trailer for Season 6, Episode 8 of Better Call Saul, which may be a teaser for the entire second half of Season 6, along with discussing the ending to Episode 607. Like the video if you end up enjoying it, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitter for more Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad updates. If you really enjoy what I do here, maybe even consider checking out my Patreon, or give back to the channel by clicking on the Super Thanks button under the video. With that being said, let's jump into the breakdown. So holy crap, I've never wanted to start out a video by swearing with a big WTF, but I'll do my best refraining from doing so. The end of episode 607 is absolutely wild and just completely shocking. It's criminal. How could Better Call Saul do us like this? I'll have a full video out tomorrow discussing my reaction and fully breaking down the situation, but this is your last spoiler warning before I stop being so vague. Alright, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Lalo killed Howard in front of Jimmy and Kim. What the heck? Are you kidding me right now? I definitely yelled WTF out loud and paced around my room for the entire duration of Talking Saul. I would've liked to join Phil the Issues guys for his after show, but I swear I would've just sat in silence the whole time with my jaw on the floor. As shocked as I am with just a total lack of words, I'm gonna try and compose myself enough to talk in this video. The entirety of episode 607 had me feeling so bad for Howard, and that's before I even knew he was going to die. They concluded the Sandpiper Howard scam amazingly. I loved Howard's final monologue confronting Jimmy and Kim, all cards out on the table. And as much as I love Howard confronting them, obviously I wish that he never showed up or he would have still been alive. What horrible timing, wrong place at the wrong time. And the way Lalo kills him without even blinking due to not knowing who he even was, wow, just wow.
Okay. Let's talk.
Okay, so let's get to the real point of this video. I'll discuss Howard's fate more in depth tomorrow. I just felt like I had to give my initial WTF reaction. So the 608 teaser trailer aired at the end of episode 607, and the Better Call Saul Twitter and Facebook was actually nice enough this time to put it on their social media. The teaser features a still shot of Kim's apartment in black and white. There's dialogue of Jimmy saying, "So after all of that, a happy ending." Jimmy sounds genuinely uplifted saying this line. Bittersweet for sure, but almost cheerful. Not excited, but hopeful and happy. So there's 2 possibilities in this teaser, and the creators did a great job of blurring the lines and making it such a mystery, it's hard to tell which option is the real one. So number 1, the first possibility is that this is the start of a Gene scene, and it's a possible Gene and Kim reunion considering it's showing Kim's apartment. The black and white is obvious enough. Whenever we see black and white, we're always expecting Gene, as the show creators have trained us. We usually get a Gene scene at the first scene of every Better Call Saul season premiere, but we never got a Gene scene in the first episode of season 6. Instead, getting that Breaking Bad flash forward to Saul Goodman's house, which was an adequate substitute. I did really enjoy that, I gotta admit. So will we get a Gene scene at the beginning of episode 608, or is this a teaser to one of the final episodes of Better Call Saul, maybe episode 12 and or 13, that may be an entire episode dedicated to Gene? The creators have definitely hinted at doing at least one full Gene episode, and I could see that being the final episode of the show. So is that what we're seeing here, or will we actually get a 608 Gene scene? Now, Tom Schnauz tweeted out that when they were originally creating the season, they never originally intended on episode 607 being a mid-season finale, but that other complications while filming made them decide to split the season into 2 parts after the fact. So originally, episode 608 was supposed to air a week after 607. Let me know if you think we'll get a Gene scene in episode 608, or just a full Gene episode near the end of this season. Or could 608 be a full Gene episode? Some think that the entire second half of the season will be all Gene, but I doubt it. I could see a full Gene episode, or maybe even 2, but not 6. Also, the fact is that this scene is in Kim's apartment could be hinting at that Gene and Kim reunion. I already did a full Gene-Kim reunion video on the channel like a year ago, but the recent events of 607 add entirely new context to it. If this is a Gene scene, does this mean that Kim is still living in her little apartment all the way through the events of Breaking Bad and into the Gene timeline? All the furniture is the exact same, which leads leads me to believe that this is during the Better Call Saul timeline still. With Jimmy's dialogue of saying a happy ending, is this Gene talking to Kim about their eventual fates post-Breaking Bad? Could this be a Gene scene that's having a flashback to Kim's apartment? Now, the second option of this teaser is that it's directly after the events of Howard's death, with the black and white just being a complete misdirect. What stumps me, and they definitely did this on purpose, is the fact that episode 607 was obviously not a happy ending. When Jimmy says, so after all that, he could be talking about Lalo killing Howard, Lalo confronting him and Kim, cleaning up and hiding Howard's death, followed by the fact that they survived it all. To be honest, this could be from any point within the remainder of this season, not just episode 608, could be from 609, 610, all the way to 613. So this could be days or even weeks after the events of 607, or if it's a Gene scene, even years. Now, this is obviously the same living room that Howard died in, and we don't see any blood, we don't see his body, we don't see anything like that, so there is at least a little bit of a time skip here, but how much? Now, the thing is, Jimmy's voice sounds way too young to be Gene. Bob Odenkirk does a great job in making Jimmy sound young, Saul sound like he did in Breaking Bad, and Gene sound older, depressed, raspy, and quiet. It's entirely possible that this is Gene speaking, but going off of how young his voice is, it really does sound like Jimmy. Another thing is that the main season 6 poster for the show is Gene putting on a Saul Goodman jacket in color, implying that he might be reverting back to Saul Goodman, so maybe just the quiet, raspy, sorta dark voice that Gene has is just while he's in hiding, and it is possible that if he does revert back to Saul, that his voice might become a little bit more cheery. But that's just the brilliance of this teaser. Is it during the Gene timeline? Is it during the Better Call Saul timeline following the events of Howard's death? The black and white makes it seem like a Gene scene, but Jimmy's voice in Kim's apartment makes it seem like it's the Better Call Saul timeline. There's no way Jimmy would really be that hopeful sounding right after watching Lalo kill Howard, right? If so, wow, completely soulless, just like Howard says. Like, yeah, sure, you can be happy that they survived yet another Lalo confrontation, but it certainly isn't a happy ending. Maybe for them, but not for Howard, so it's really messed up for Jimmy to even say that. As you can tell, I'm just going back and forth here to the point that I'm so flip-floppy and confused that I need to sit on this for a while. Let me know what you think. Is this Jimmy during the Better Call Saul timeline after the events of 607 and the new Lalo confrontation, or is this during a Gene scene? When this scene airs, in whatever episode it's from, does Jimmy actually say this line of dialogue in this moment, or did they chop up dialogue from a completely different scene and place it over this black and white moment in Kim's apartment specifically for the trailer? Because, you know, trailers have been known to do some trickery like that in the past. Depending on how many theories we can collectively come up with as a Better Call Saul community, I may make 1 or 2 videos elaborating on this more. One being the aftermath of Howard's death with Jimmy and Kim's new confrontation with Lalo, along with 2, a second video being a Gene scene, along with an updated Gene-Kim reunion theory. Again, I'm not sure if I'll just do one video with both topics together, or 2 separate videos leading up to the second half of Better Call Saul Season 6, just depends how much I have to talk about, so let me know what you think because I'm really interested on all the different possibilities. In my opinion, there are no wrong answers here. Bob Odenkirk said on Talking Saul that there's no way anyone can predict what happens for the rest of the show, but gosh darn it if I don't try, right? So look out for more episode 607 breakdowns this week where I discuss Lalo meeting Howard, yikes, the mediator scam explained, and more. I also have a few breakdowns from 606 that I haven't done yet because I was a bit busy IRL, along with my 606 and 607 reviews, more 608 and Season 6 Part 2 predictions in general, along with the rest of my Better Call Saul season tier list. Needless to say, there's a lot of Better Call Saul content coming to the channel during the Season 6 mid-season break. Might be a break for the show, but it's not gonna be for me. Also, check out my Ed the Disappear video I uploaded earlier today in case you missed it, which, you know, I'm not surprised if you did miss it considering I uploaded it just before episode 607 started airing. Bad timing on my part, I guess, but go show that video some support. With all that being said, I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, and if you're new to the channel or just haven't yet already, subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay updated on when I post new content on Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Check out my Patreon or give a super thanks to help support the channel financially. If you got a few spare bucks lying around, it'd mean a lot, and also thanks to those who have already. But most importantly, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!